doing, everyone? And welcome back. So, in today's lab, I'll be discussing managing governance via Azure Policy. This lab is going to implement or show how to implement organizational governance plans, as well as how you can use resource tagging to improve reporting as well. So, there are four things I want to cover today. Well, four tests I want to cover today to show what I'll be doing today. So task one will be to create and assign tags via the Azure Portal. The second task will be enforcing tagging in an Azure Policy. The third thing will be applying tags via an Azure Policy. And last but not least, configuring and configuring and test resource logs. So the first thing we're going to do is assign tags via the Azure Portal. So as you see, we're already here. Next thing you're going to go is resource groups. Excuse my spelling. So we go to resource groups, and then from here we're going to select create. So for this resource group, we'll call it Azure resource group 1. We gotta make it a little more unique, so 14. Alrighty. Region, we're gonna go US East. Let's see. For the tags, we're also gonna put tags as well. We're gonna put cost center, and the value of cost center will be triple zeros. So after that, we're going to go to review and create. We're going to make sure that it's deployed in East region. It's our hours description, and we're going to make sure our tags line up. So we put cost center and then 000. So from there, we're going to hit create. And then you can see over here, creating resource group, Azure resource group 14 and subscription 1. So now for task 2, as we just completed task 1. Task 2, we're going to enforce tagging via an Azure Policy. So in Azure Portal, we're going to look up policy. So from here, we're going to go to definitions. So where you can find definitions is going to be on the left side. So you have overview, compliance, recommendations, events, and authoring. So if we click authoring, it's going to be definitions right here. So in the definitions tab, well, definitions search box, we're going to look for a definition called require a tag and its value on resources. So require tag and its value on resources. Oh, I had a misspell right there. And it's right here. So you see, as you can see right here, it has the JSON format. Assignments of where you can assign it to and stuff. And last but not least, the parameters with it as well. So what we're going to do for here is we're going to assign this policy. So we're going to hit assign policy at the top. And then from the policy, we're going to make sure it's going to our subscription, which is Azure subscription 1. And then making sure it's going to our resource group. Let's see. Source subscription 1. Yep. And then from here, we're going to make sure that we put in all the parameters that we need for this project. So for here, we're going to, excuse me. Let's see. Okay. So for here, we're going to put in the assignment name is going to be require cost center tag and its value on resources. And for the description, we're going to put require cost center tag and its value on all resources in the resource group. And we want to make sure that the policy enforcement is enabled. So just going back over what we just said, subscription, yep. And then we want to make sure we assign it right here. Select. Alrighty. Exclusions, we don't need any at the moment. Policy definition required tag on its value resources. And yep. So then next we're going to go to parameters. And then for the tag name, we're going to put cost. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. And on the tag name, we're going to put cost center. And then for the tag value, we're going to put triple zeros. We're going to hit next. For the ruminations and manage identity tags, we're going to just leave it. And then next, we're going to go to review and create. So we want to make sure that we have everything that we were supposed to have that we established over here before we create the resource. So it's going to Azure Subscription 1, Azure Resource Group 14. The tag name and the tag value are associated together. So next we're going to hit create. So now we're going to go to storage accounts and just confirm what we just did. So we're going to go to storage accounts, which we are right now. And from the storage accounts, we're going to hit create. We'll make sure it's in everything right here. Azure Subscription 1. And then the resource group, this is the correct resource. Storage account name, we're going to just name anything right now. Let's just say January 24th. Jeez. Oh, I didn't even see that. My apologies. January 24th. We're going to hit review and create. And you see that it actually failed. And it says resource January 24th was disallowed by the policy. So this is what we actually wanted to happen. And the reason why we want it to happen is to let us know that our resources and our tags are making sure that we have enforced what we wanted to enforce. So now that we confirmed that that's what we wanted, now we're going to go to task 3. And task 3 is going to be applying tagging via an Azure policy. So in Azure Portal, we'll go back home. We'll search up the term policy. And from policy, we're going to go to assignments. So like we said before, where authoring and definitions is going to be right under definitions. So it's going to be assignments. So in an assignment, we're going to click assign policy. And from the assign policy, we want to make sure that we put the scope Azure Subscription 1. And from there, we're going to put the same resource group as we have been using. Azure Resource Group 14. Select. And then from there, we're going to put a policy definition. And the policy definition is inherit a, let's see, inherit a tag from, oops, not even typing in here. Why is it not typing? Let's see. It's taking a long time to load. We might come back to this part and just work on the assign name description first. Yeah, we'll come back. So for the assign name, we're going to put inherit the cost center tag and its value 000 from the resource group if missing. And then we're going to just basically copy and paste that, what we just put there, into here. Let's see if we can get this thing to load now. All right, there we go. Inherit. Inherit. Let's see. Inherit a tag from the resource group if missing. So we're going to add that right there. We're going to make sure it's enabled and everything. Everything looks good. So we're going to click next. For the parameters for the tag name, we're going to put cost center. Then we're going to hit next. And then we're going to just leave it. We're going to leave it how it is. Everything looks fine. And then next thing we're going to do is hit review and create. And we want to make sure what we applied there, as I said before, is going to apply here. So just double checking scope, inherited tag from the resource group if missing. Descriptions, override the parameters is called center. Everything looks good. And then now we're going to hit create. And then you see it says creating policy assignment, inherit a tag. It will take around 5 to 15 minutes. Hopefully it comes faster. And last but not least, we're going to move on to task 4. And task 4 is configure and test resource locks. So we're going to go to resource groups. Well, we'll go back home for the purpose of the lab. Okay, we'll go back home to the home page, and then we're going to go to resource groups. And from resource groups, we're going to hit create. Excuse me, not from resource groups. We're going to look for the tool locks. Let's see. We have to, my apologies, we have to go actually into it and then look for locks. Let's see, locks is going to be under the settings, and then we're going to add a lock. So the lock is going to be called resource group lock. And then we're going to go to the delete lock. Now there are two different types of locks. The read-only lock makes sure is that if someone is accessing that specific resource, they can't edit anything. So that's read-only. Whereas delete, you can't delete this particular resource. You would have to probably contact an admin of it and explain why you want to delete it. So for this, we're going to use delete. And then we're going to RG lock, and the lock type is going to be delete, and we're going to press OK. So now we're going to go over to here, and then we're going to go to overview, and then we're going to press delete resource group just to confirm what we did. So we have to copy this and put it into here, press delete, and we should get an error message. And you see right here, we have an error message. The error message is because we just put a lock on this, and we wanted to make sure that the resource thing didn't delete. So that is all for this lab, and thank you all for watching.